So let us start discussing the average case complexity of our binary search. In the last class, we've seen that the worst case complexity of our binary search was of the order of log n base 2, and the best case complexity was of the order of big of 1. Now we need to go for the average case complexity. Average case complexity for binary search. So this is what we are going to do today. Complexity of binary search. So in the last class also we drew a tree that was of the nature means the root node, then 2 child, then further children, and then at the next level we were having some rectangular nodes. We termed the circular nodes as the cases where binary search is going to result in successful output. Means these are the cases where binary search results that the element exists in the list, and these were the cases where binary search was resulting that element was not present in the list. So these were all failure cases, and these were all denoted by circular nodes were our successful cases. Fine, of our binary search. So we move further by having two definitions. One was having the E, one was having the I. I was the total distance of our internal nodes. Fine. And E was the total distance for our external nodes. And external nodes were all representing the failure cases. Internal nodes were all representing the successful cases. Yes, and n was the total number of nodes. N was the total number of elements present within the list. Elements present. Okay, that is equal to 1. Fine. So first inequality that we have gone through was that E is equal to I plus 2n. We discussed it and verified in the last class also. Fine. Is that okay with all? Yes, no? फाइन बेटे, इसके लिए हमने चेक किया था ना, इसके ऊपर भी आप चेक कर सकते हो ऑन द सेम ट्री. n is equal to 7 in this case, and these are the external nodes. We need to find the distance of each node, where distance, what is the definition of distance? It's level, or you can say level of a node minus 1. So this node is at level 1, these nodes are at level 2, these are at level 3, these are at level 4. So you can very easily find out the number of, you can say the values of E and values of I. You can very easily find. And then just put these values in this inequality, number 1, you can verify that it is true. You can also prove it using mathematical induction. Now the next thing we need to study is, we need to understand is the average time taken for successful search for a list, for a tree containing n number of elements. वो किसके इक्वल होने वाला बेटे? अब कहता है just concentrate on this node. The number of comparisons needed to decide that it is a successful case is equal to its level plus 1. Sorry, its distance plus 1. Yes, no? ये जो रूट नोड है इसके डिस्टेंस कितनी है? Is equal to 0. Done. Plus 1. So this is the number of comparisons required to decide a successful case at this node. Now, what about this node? Its distance is equal to 1 plus 1. So 2 number of comparisons are required to be there to decide that successful cases or this element is within the list. Done. What value? Comparison number 1, comparison number 2. Now talk about this one. इसके लिए just leave the external nodes. Talk about this one. इस नोड के लिए बेटे कितने नंबर ऑफ कंपैरिजंस रिक्वायर्ड है? इट्स डिस्टेंस प्लस 1, isn't it? Its distance is equal to 2 and plus 1 is equal to 3 number of comparisons are required. Done. So the number of comparisons required to reach or to end the binary search at an internal node is equal to its distance plus 1. Fine. Now we are talking about the average. Fine. So we are talking about the average number of comparisons required to terminate at an internal node, which is going to be equal to I upon n, because n number of internal nodes are there, plus 1. Is this inequality clear to all? This plus 1 is this one, that the number of comparisons required is equal to its distance plus 1. And now as we are talking in terms of average time taken, then we are going to divide the total number of internal nodes, or you can say total distance of internal nodes, by the total number of nodes. In this way we are going to get the average distance. Is it clear to you? Yes, no? Now move to the third inequality. Third inequality says that now we need to go for the average time or the average distance of our external nodes. वो कितनी होने वाली है बेटे? Average distance for external nodes, ये वाली distance. इन वाले nodes तक पहुंचने के लिए average distance कितनी होने वाली है? Any idea? First of all, the total number of external nodes. Total number of external nodes हैं कितने? It is equal to n plus 1. Yes, no? Where n is the number of internal nodes. Just consider this tree. Total number of internal nodes was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And total number of external nodes is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it satisfies that the external distance or the number of external nodes is equal to number of internal nodes plus 1. Fine. And the actual number of comparisons required to reach at this node, वो कितने हैं? वो वाले कितने हैं बेटे? देखो देखो और बताओ. तो average number of comparisons required to reach for unsuccessful nodes is equal to our total external distance divided by n plus 1, because there were n plus 1 number of external nodes present within that. So these are three inequalities. Is there any question or doubt regarding this? Please. Now along with these, try to recall the last lecture where we discussed that for this tree, the worst case for this binary search tree, the worst case will be there when the element was not existing in the list. Element doesn't exist in the list. और second क्या है? Element exists but at last level. These we discussed in the last class. Means या तो element exist नहीं करेगा, element exist नहीं करेगा तो कहां पे खत्म होने वाली है बाइनरी सर्च? यहां पर खत्म होने वाली है. डन. और जो एलिमेंट एग्जिस्ट करेगा और वर्स्ट केस टाइम निकालना है तो वो कहां पर खत्म होने वाला है? इस नोड पर खत्म होगा, यहां पर खत्म होगा, यहां पर या यहां. So these were the worst case endings of our binary search, and in the last class we proved that if the number of nodes are in the range from 2 raised to the power k minus 1 to 2 raised to the power k, then it is going to take a k number of comparisons at the most, where k is equal to log of n. Log of n. Done. So this was the worst case complexity of our binary search. अब कहता है वर्स्ट केस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी किसके लिए हुई? जब मेरा एलिमेंट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा था, या फिर फॉर अनसक्सेसफुल केस. अनसक्सेसफुल केस भी इट विल आल्सो फॉल अंडर द वर्स्ट केस ऑफ योर बाइनरी सर्च. ठीक है. तो कहता है इसको भी ध्यान में रखना है फॉर परस्यूइंग फर्दर. तो कहता है नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन. हमारे पास देयर आर 3 इनइक्वालिटीज 1, 2 and 3. Now try to extract the value of this I from equation number 2 and put it in equation number 1. Fine. So I will become, कितना हो जाएगा? Average case of successful search minus 1, then multiplied by n. Now put it in equation number 1. Then your E will become A of S n minus 1 n plus your 2 of n, isn't it? यही बनेगा ना बेटे, प्लस 2 of n. इसके बाद इसको क्या करो, थोड़ा सा और इसको सॉल्व कर लो, तो कितना आ जाना है? n माइनस n प्लस 2 of n. इन दोनों को क्या कर दो, करके क्या लिख दो, प्लस ऑफ n. डन. इसके बाद क्या करो, n कॉमन, n plus 1. So this is the value of your E. Now put this value of E in 3. Done. So third में क्या आ जाएगा, average time for your unsuccessful search. It will become equal to कितना हो जाना, n, then successful search n plus 1 upon your n plus 1, isn't it? So this is inequality number 4. Just try to observe inequality number 4. Means these are two terms, which is n in the numerator and n plus 1 in the denominator. Done. So there are two terms. One is n, that is in the numerator, this one, and second one is n plus 1 in the denominator, which are, you can say, cancelable when the values of n becomes very large. Or you can say that we can deduce from inequality number 4 that average time for unsuccessful search is directly proportional to your average time for your successful search. Done. So this is your inequality number 5. What we deduced is that the time taken for unsuccessful search is directly proportional to the time taken for successful search. और वाइस वर्सा भी आप कह सकते हो कि एवरेज टाइम टेकन फॉर सक्सेसफुल सर्च इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एवरेज टाइम टेकन फॉर अनसक्सेसफुल सर्च, isn't it? Any question यहां तक बेटे? Now again move to inequality number 3. Now consider inequality number 3, this one. अब कहता है इसको फिर दोबारा से कंसिडर करो. So E was the average, E was the total time taken for your unsuccessful searches which are present within the tree. E है क्या हमारा एक्चुअल में? टोटल डिस्टेंस ऑफ एक्सटर्नल नोड्स. ठीक है, एक्सटर्नल नोड्स अनसक्सेसफुल केसेस दिखा रहे हैं. डन. और टोटल नंबर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल नोड्स कितने हैं? n plus 1 है. यस नो. अब कहता है इसको, ये जो अभी अभी वाली है, ये ट्राई टू रिलेट दिस E विद दिस डिस्कशन. इस वाली डिस्कशन से इसको रिलेट करके देखो बेटे. इसमें क्या बोलता है? टाइम टेकन फॉर अ सिंगल अनसक्सेसफुल सर्च इज इक्वल टू log n. यस नो. एंड देयर आर n plus 1 unsuccessful cases present within the binary search tree. So this E just can be replaced by inequality number 3 में मैं क्या कर सकता हूं, that A of U of n will be equal to n plus 1, क्योंकि n plus 1 एक्सटर्नल नोड्स थे और हर एक नोड के लिए टाइम कितना लग रहा था, इतना टाइम लग रहा था, upon n plus 1. This becomes cancelled, they will be cancelled. So the average time for unsuccessful search is going to be equal to log n, and we know that average case time of successful search is directly proportional to unsuccessful search average time. So it means this is also of the order of big of log n base 2. So this is the derivation for your average case time complexity of binary search. Fine. You need to just remember these. Okay. Now, is there any question or doubt? Sort. Okay, so the next problem to be solved using divide and conquer approach is your quick sort. The quick sort quicksort functions as according to your divide and conquer approach. And as we know that each divide and conquer approach is having three parts. One is the division part, or you can say divide, then solve, and then you recombine. Okay, the quicksort problem just do not need any recombination. So only two parts are going to be there. One is the divide and second one is your solve. Done. So these are the two parts. Before going to study the quicksort, we need to understand independently. We need to solve independently a problem that can be stated as, what exactly is the problem? That find the exact position of an element within a list. So before starting your quicksort, we need to solve this problem. Okay, what problem exactly says is that suppose we are having a list 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. 8 element list was there. Fine. Now we need to find the exact position of our element number 1. That is element number 5. इसकी मुझे exact position निकालनी. What do we mean by the exact position? Exact position says that exact position of a number within a list containing n elements will be a position that is equal to j, such that all the elements from 1 to j minus 1 are all smaller than a of j, and all the elements from j plus 1 to n are greater than a of j. Fine. So this is the definition of your exactness, exact position. And we just do not care about the arrangement within the list from 1 to j minus 1, and also in the second list from j plus 1 to 1. Means we are just concerned about its position, means the j, कि j position से ये इधर वाले एलिमेंट्स सभी के सभी मेरे छोटे होने चाहिए. अब ये छोटे हैं पर किस ऑर्डर में है? दे में बी 1, दे में बी 5, दे में बी 2, दे में बी 6, कुछ भी हो सकते हैं. कहता उससे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मेरी कंडीशन क्या है? खाली कि इस एलिमेंट से, इस वाले एलिमेंट से ये सभी के सभी एलिमेंट छोटे होने चाहिए. ऐसे ही जो राइट वाले सभी के सभी एलिमेंट्स हैं, दे मस्ट हैव टू बी ग्रेटर देन द jth एलिमेंट. सो दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ योर प्रॉब्लम. फाइन, गॉट इट. स्टेटमेंट की प्रॉब्लम की स्टेटमेंट सॉल्यूशन. कहता है कि इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है? व्हाट इज द एक्सपेक्टेड सॉल्यूशन टू फाइंड द एग्जैक्ट पोजीशन ऑफ एन एलिमेंट विद इन द लिस्ट. अब कहता है कि इसके लिए करो क्या? कहता है लेट देयर बी ए पॉइंटर i that is moving from left to right and was initialized from 2, and let there be a pointer j that was initialized with n, in this case is equal to 8, and it is expected to move from right to left. Fine. So 2 points are there, pointers are there. A pointer I that is going to move from left to right. One is pointer j that is expected to move from right to left. Okay. So we need to move from left to right. और ये जो 5 है जिसकी हमें एग्जैक्ट पोजीशन निकालनी है, नेम इट एज पिवट. So we need to find the exact position of our pivot element. This is our pivot element. Fine. Pivot element क्यों कहते हैं? क्या इसका रोल है? We'll discuss it while starting quicksort. Okay. From very beginning, I will make it clear to you. So we need to find the exact position of your element number 5. Done. Let it be at the first position. Okay. अब कहता है कि I से शुरू किया, from left to right. From left to right, we need to go for an element which is greater than 5. ठीक है, फाइन। एक ऐसा एलिमेंट सर्च करना है विच इज ग्रेटर देन 5 एंड वाइल मूविंग फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट we need to search an element which is less than 5. Okay, once these elements are found, their positions are found, let it the final position be I, let the final position be j. जब हम left to right जा रहे हैं for the larger element, then the iteration stopped at I, and the from right to left the point where iteration stopped is j. Then at that stage we'll make a check if I is less than j. If it is true, then we are going to interchange. We are going to swap two elements I and j. Done. So we are going to just reiterate this process till I remains less than or equal to j. तब तक करते रहो ये. Once this limit is crossed or when I becomes greater than j, then we need to swap our element 5 with the jth element. एलिमेंट नंबर 5 जो कि या फिर फर्स्ट एलिमेंट जो है उसको किससे स्वैप कर दो, जो जेथ एलिमेंट है उससे स्वैप कर. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, समझ नहीं भी आया होगा देन आल्सो इट इज फाइन, वी आर गोइंग टू ट्रेस इट. सो I इज इक्वल टू 2 है, मेक ए कंपैरिजन बिटवीन 5 एंड 3. सो 3 इज लेस देन 5, लेकिन हमारा टारगेट तो क्या है, हमें ग्रेटर पर रुकना है. तो नेक्स्ट कंपेयर 6 विद 5. नाउ इट इज ग्रेटर, इट मींस I becomes equal to 3. Then I becomes equal to 3 and the left to right process holds at this position. Now move from right to left, j was equal to 8, compare 2 with 5. अब right to left हमें किसके लिए सर्च करना है, the element which is lesser than 5. तो ये स्मॉलर है, तो कहता है यहां पर इसके लिए रुक जाओ. सो राइट में किसके लिए रुका, 2 पे रुका, और लेफ्ट में किस पे रुका, 3 पे रुका. Now we need to make a comparison. If I was less than j, I was 3, j was equal to 8. So it is true. It means we need to swap. किस किस को swap कर दो, इन दोनों एलिमेंट्स को swap कर दो. तो swap करने के बाद नई लिस्ट क्या बनेगी, 5, 3, 2, 4, 7, 1, 8 and 6. Done. And I was equal to 3 at this stage and j was equal to 8 at this stage. Done. Now again repeat the process. 5 तो अब भी मेरा पिवट एलिमेंट है ये. अब की बार क्या करो, I is equal to 4. नेक्स्ट पे चलो, 4 को कंपेयर करो 5 से, ये तो छोटा है इससे. इसका मतलब कि नेक्स्ट को कंपेयर करो 5 को 7 से. अब 7 इससे ग्रेटर है, मतलब नेक्स्ट वाला होल्ड कहां पर होना है, I is equal to 5 पर. डन. तो नेक्स्ट प्रोबेबल कैंडिडेट क्या है, I is equal to 5. ऐसे ही इधर से शुरू करो राइट टू लेफ्ट स्मॉलर एलिमेंट के लिए. तो ये तो चेक हो चुका है, ये तो स्मॉलर नहीं है. नेक्स्ट में क्या करो, j इज इक्वल टू 7 के लिए चेक करो, ये भी स्मॉलर नहीं है. फिर j इज इक्वल टू 6 के लिए चेक करो, अब 1 है स्मॉलर देन 5. तो कहता है j इज इक्वल टू कहां पर रोक दो, 6 पर रोक दो. स्टॉप इट एट 6. नाउ अगेन मेक ए चेक वेदर 5 वाज लेस देन 6. इट इज ट्रू, इट मींस वी नीड टू स्वैप दीज एलिमेंट्स. तो कर दो स्वैप. तो नई वाली लिस्ट क्या बनने वाली है, न्यू लिस्ट विल बी 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 7, 8 and 6. Isn't it? ये वाली लिस्ट बनने वाली है. अब कहता है ये जो 1 था यहां पर क्या था, I is equal to 5 और यहां पर क्या था, j is equal to 6. डन. पिवट एलिमेंट अब भी यही है. अब फिर कहता है इसको कंटिन्यू करो. अब कहता है 7 को इससे कंपेयर करो. यस नो, 7 को कंपेयर करो. बेटे यहां तक क्या आपके चीजें क्लियर हैं, यस नो. अब कहता है कि मूव आई फॉरवर्ड, आई को फॉरवर्ड करो, मूव. क्या होना है, आई यहां पर 5 था, अब की बार 7 से कंपेयर करो. तो आई बिकम्स इक्वल टू कितना, 6, क्योंकि लार्जर है ना बेटे, 5 से लार्जर है. ऐसे ही कहता है जे को स्मॉलर के लिए मूव करो. अब की बार जे यहां पर रुकेगा क्योंकि ये स्मॉलर है. तो जे इज इक्वल टू कितना हो जाएगा, बताओ. जे विल बिकम इक्वल टू 5. यस नो. आई कितना हो गया, 6 एंड जे बिकम इक्वल टू 5. अब मुझे कौन सी कंडीशन चेक करनी है, इफ आई इज लेस देन जे. तो आई की वैल्यू 6 पहुंच गई, जे की वैल्यू 5 पहुंच गई, तो ये तो कहता है इनकरेक्ट है, इट मींस नो स्वैप विल बी देयर, नो स्वैप, कोई स्वैप नहीं होगा। कहता है जब ये वाली कंडीशन आ जाए, जब ये वाली कंडीशन आ जाए, व्हेन I becomes larger than j, at that stage we need to swap किस किस को, jth एलिमेंट और जो हमारा पिवट एलिमेंट है उसको स्वैप कर दो। तो पिवट एलिमेंट कौन सा था, मेरा 5 था, और jth एलिमेंट कौन सा है, ये है, यस नो बेटे, jth एलिमेंट मेरा ये है। तो इस केस में कहता है जब वो क्रॉस कर गए तो इन दोनों को स्वैप कर दो। तो स्वैप करने के बाद नई लिस्ट क्या बनने वाली बेटे, 1 3 2 4 5 7 8 and 6. So this is going to be the new list. And now your pivot element, that is element having value 5, got settled in its exact position. Just try to observe that all the elements at the left of 5 are smaller than this, and all the elements at the right of 5 are greater than this. So this is the way how to find the exact position of an element within a list. This was given by your Hore scientist, H-O-A-R-E. Done. And now next task is to write an algorithm for this. Okay, so is there any? Now the next task is to write the algorithm for this process. That algorithm is named as your partition algorithm. Partition, 3 arguments are passed to it. One is A, second one is M, third one is P. And this algorithm was given by your Horace, है ना, Horace algorithm भी हम इसको कहते हैं. Fine, scientists ने इन्होंने algorithm दिया था. Let it be the beginning, let it be the end. A is the array containing the elements. जो हमने अभी भी क्या माना था आपका 1 2 3 4 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this was our array A. Next thing is that your M means your position. This was your position M and this was your position P. Fine. So we need to find the exact position of our A of M element. Means pivot element was our A of M. Done? Got it? So the first thing is that we need to run a loop, or before starting the loop we need to initialize. Let I is equal to your M, V is equal to your A of M, and your J is equal to P. So we need to run a loop that checks for crossing condition. So while I is less than or equal to J, only then we need to move. Okay, so this is the beginning of this while loop, this is the ending of while. Okay, क्योंकि हमें क्या है, एक लिस्ट गिवन है. डन. यहां से हमने I को इनिशियलाइज किया हुआ है, सपोज टू मूव फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट. J को किया हुआ है, इट इज सपोज टू मूव फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट. R to L and L to R. डन. कब क्रॉस कर, स्टॉप कब कर देनी है कंडीशन, जब ये दोनों पॉइंटर्स क्रॉस कर जाएं. उस क्रॉस को चेक करने के लिए मैंने क्या किया, while I is less than equal to J. And within this loop, we have to make a check. We have to keep on increasing our ith pointer. So while A of I is less than or equal to your V, till then just keep on increasing I. Done? तो ये क्या करने वाला है, जब भी इसको पहला A of I मिलेगा which is greater than V, it will stop. Done? And in the second while loop, we are going to make a check for the element from the right which is smaller than V. So while A of J is greater than or equal to V, we need to just decrease the value of J. Fine. देखो ना बेटे, हमने क्या किया था, यहां से हम मूव किए किसके लिए, एक लार्जर एलिमेंट के लिए, यहां से मूव किए हम जे को एक किसके लिए, एक फॉर स्मॉलर एलिमेंट. Suppose we found the larger element here, smaller element here, then we need to compare if I was less than j. If this is true, then we need to make a swap. Done. So if I is less than j, then we need to interchange. We need to swap. Interchange. कौन कौन सी वैल्यू को कर दे, आई और जे दोनों की दोनों वैल्यूज को क्या करे, इंटरचेंज कर दे. डन. अब कहता है कि सपोज यहां से इसने शुरू किया था, कोई लिस्ट थी, लेट इट बी द लिस्ट, ये मेरा ए ऑफ एम था, यहां से मेरा आई चला था, फ्रॉम एयर आई, फ्रॉम एयर यहां से जी चला, जे चला था, इन बिटवीन यहां पर स्टॉप हुआ, यहां पर स्टॉप हुआ, दे गोट एक्सचेंज्ड. ओके, इंटरचेंज होगी दोनों वैल्यू, बट स्टिल द प्रोसेस मूव्ड ऑन. डन. फिर अगेन यहां पर मिला, यहां पर मिला, दे गॉट इंटरचेंज्ड, बट द प्रोसेस मूव्ड ऑन. डन. तो प्रोसेस अब यहां पर जाकर क्या हुआ, यहां पर आई और जे इंटरचेंज हो गए, मींस आई बिकम्स ग्रेटर देन जे. जब व्हेन आई बिकम्स ग्रेटर देन जे, देन वी नीड टू स्वैप व्हिच वन, आवर jth एलिमेंट विद आवर पिवट एलिमेंट. डन. तो इसका मतलब कि ये वाला जो क्रॉस है, दिस क्रॉस इज गोइंग टू कम आफ्टर दिस कंडीशन बिकम्स फॉल्स. दिस वन means once we exit from this loop, we need to interchange, we need to swap. Done. और वो swap exactly होगा कैसे, कैसे होना है वो swap, your a of m will become your which one, a of j, and your a of j is going to become equal to किसके, v, and along with this we need to return j. J is the partitioning element. J वो वाली पोजीशन है पूरे एरे में जिसने ये जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट था, mth एलिमेंट था, उसको इसने jth पोजीशन पे फिक्स कर दिया. एंड आफ्टर फिक्सिंग इट, all the elements in the left of J are smaller than A of J, and all the elements in the right of J are larger than A of J. So this is the return value from this algorithm. Fine. Is there any question or any doubt?